Not only do you get to hear about a fantastic new redesign, you get to see a pretty cool sign-interpreted performance. Anyway, the two of us would like to introduce to you the all-new 2014 model year Impala. Now, the Impala's rich heritage started in 1958, and it quickly became the best-selling automobile in the United States. Now, over the course of 9 different generations of Impalas, this is the 9th one, it has definitely solidified itself as a classic American vehicle. So now with this new redesign, the designers wanted to go ahead and go back to that first generation, give it that eye-catching appeal again. So you've noticed that we have these bold yet sculptural lines. Now this is actually a longer Impala. This is the Epsilon 2 platform, so that's the longer one you'll also find on the Buick LaCrosse. So with those designs, once again, that was the sense of having a sculpture to it, and they wanted to add athletic components. So they took design cues from their very own Camaro and melded it onto this 9th generation, the 2014 model year Impala. And you can really see it here in this redesigned front end. You'll notice it's contemporary power dome hood here, and you have these design features here on the hood that look just like our 1966 SS and actually very similar to the Camaro as well. So take a look at these low-profile projector headlamps. We also have the LED daytime running lights. We have our dual-element grille and that proud bow tie, so that is a classic Chevrolet design feature. So we are using this sense of having what's classic and bringing it into a modern type form. And we have that subtle splitter line that really reinforces its agile and road-hugging appearance. Now I like, as it comes around, these 20-inch tires. They really fill up that wheel well opening quite nicely and give it that strong athletic stance. Now that sleek line starts with the hood and flows uninterrupted along the body line, and you can see that does have a higher belt line there, once again to give you that sense of sportiness. And as it has this impressive rear overhang, we do have those design elements here as well. Notice that we have a wider trunk opening than ever before, and that opens up to reveal an 18.8 cubic foot trunk, one of the largest in the segment. And actually there are no objects jutting out. The materials are all flat, so you can build a larger cargo in there. And that's a 60-40 split with those rear seats, so when you fold them down, it creates a virtually flat load floor. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this open so it'll come around, and I'm going to close it up so you can see those design lines again. Now, take a look at our redesigned, refined, and more luxurious and spacious cabin.
Hello?
Now, once again, as I mentioned, we have a longer Impala with the Epsilon 2, so of course we have more room for passengers. We can fit 5 adults comfortably, so there's plenty of knee room, leg room, elbow room, the whole shebang. We have this softer leather. As you can see, it is much more supple, much more refined. We have our signature dual cockpit, and those can be heated or cooled seats. We also have a heated steering wheel associated with that, and dual zone climate controls. Now, I had never heard of this, but apparently what it is the driver and the front passenger can have 2 completely different temperature environments, and the one won't turn on the other. So say the driver wants it very chilly or wants to stay awake or whatnot, they can completely control that. And then have the front passenger, say if they want it burning hot, will have it on its own too, and neither environment will interfere with the other. So, pretty impressive stuff. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm very excited about that. Now, the biggest design change, and the technology that we've added happens in this integrated center stack that flows seamlessly throughout that interior. It is the 8-inch full-color touchscreen interface display. Now, I'm going to press that button so you can see a little bit better, and that opens up to reveal a hidden storage compartment behind it, and also has a USB port. Now, when you're using it, it obviously will not be up, it will be down and be flush with that dash, but for the purposes of the visual for you guys, I'm going to leave it up. Now with that, we have the new MyLink in-car infotainment package. It keeps you informed, entertained, and in the loop. Now, if you want to get the full rundown of that, we do have a little stand right there in the middle of our display that gives you the full rundown. But for the purposes of this, what that is it has complete connectivity with your cell phone. You have your contacts and your call information right there on the touchscreen display. Also has that Bluetooth voice recognition for safe and hands-free calling. You can also access your online content, such as Pandora, Smart Stitcher Radio, any of those things on that touchscreen display. Also comes with 3 months of Sirius XM satellite radio, and also has your directions and connections. That's all standard. It is a full connectivity package. It's state-of-the-art technology. Now, what I like about this is you have those voice controls, right? So sometimes with the technology in the cars, that steals your focus. Well, we like to keep you safe here, so if you can vocally control it, you can keep your hands on the steering wheel and your eyes on the road. So it's a nice feature. So since we're talking about safety, I should mention we have our standard suite of 10 airbags, but we've also added 2 new airbags, the head, side, the curtain airbag, and the knee airbag to this. We have full cabin ambient lighting throughout, but also full cabin reinforced high-strength steel. So we want to keep your passengers safe. We've also added crush zones in the front and the rear of the car. So in the event of an incident, those zones will absorb any pressure. Let's say we have our rear camera for the rear park assist because, as you know, that is becoming standard. And now we have a forward camera and these sensors throughout, and that's part of our new safety package. So usually you find these on SUVs or crossovers, but we decided, okay, well, we're up-leveling it, and we've added all these safety features, and we have these connectivity features, and all these other add-ons, so we might as well give you the option of having as many safety packages as possible. So with this, what that is it's the forward collision alert. It's that side blind spot alert and the cross-track alert and the lane departure warning system. So these all work in tandem with the camera and the sensors to constantly monitor your surrounding area. And this will either visually or audibly inform you if, say, there's an object in the path or you've left your required route. So it can come up on that touchscreen display, or it can be piped through that premium Bose sound speaker system. Now we've also added a host of sound deadening materials and also noise cancellation technology, which is state-of-the-art. So this is the quietest cabin that the Impala has ever known, and actually is one of the quietest cabins on the market today. Now, being a full-size sedan, having a larger interior, that's actually quite difficult, but we've managed to do that. Now we also have the option to have that keyless push start. The ignition, you can start with the press of a button, and with that key fob, you can keep it in your pocket, your purse, your briefcase, whatever it may be. And at the same time, you can program what doors are to be locked and unlocked. So this ups the safety as well, because say if it's only you and you're driving, you can just have that one door unlocked, ready to go, start the engine up, keep your other doors locked. So now the question becomes, okay, well I have this full connectivity package, and it's luxurious, and it's longer, it's heavier, and there's more room for all my friends, so I'm going to have to give up power and performance. Well, no, that's not the case. The 2014 was designed to give you the best of both worlds. So with this, we have a 3.6 V6 engine that gets you 303 horsepower. It goes 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds. So that's incredible for a full-size sedan. There's a lot of power there. And now also too, we'd like to give you the option of having even greater fuel efficiency. So we have 2 different 4-cylinders. We have a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder. That gets about 30 miles to the gallon on the highway, and then we have a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder with e-assist that gets you 37 miles to the gallon on the highway. So this is a full-size sedan, and a longer one that is actually getting you 37 miles on the highway. That doesn't really happen quite that often. So how that works with the e-assist, and you can actually see this on the 2013 Malibu, so if you want to go ahead and get a closer look, I would go on over there since you can't necessarily come up here. But how e-assist works, it's a hybrid-like technology, and that helps support the gas-powered engine. So let me reiterate, it's not a hybrid. It doesn't work like a hybrid, but it uses the same technology to help get you greater fuel efficiency. For example, so that system it's a lithium-ion battery, it's a compact electric motor generator, and it has the regenerative braking. So those all work together, say when you're stopped or you're decelerating, right? You don't need gas to power your car. This intelligent system will notice when those times occur, and you don't have to do anything. It will automatically shut off the fuel supply or turn off the engine and have the motor generator continue to spin the engine. So since you're not using your fuel, you're saving it, obviously, and that's how you're getting that average of 37 miles to the gallon on the highway. It's pretty incredible stuff.